Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and let's talk about what have actually changed with the last patch. As there are changes that were nowhere in the patch notes, but some of them are very impactful. I want to start with the first and probably the biggest. I cannot tell you if that's intentional or not, but stealth has been updated. Now, what I figure out, if I break the line of sight with enemy, regardless what the enemy is, even in situation where normally it is a force detection, look at that. I'm going to caution and back to hidden on the Guardian fight. It is true that Guardian is still Omnimus Vision, therefore if I sneak out, as you can see, if my line of sight, the Guardian line of sight of me is restored, it's starting to fight. But if I break it again, I'm hidden. That was not possible. That has widespread implication on the gameplay overall. I do certainly hope it is intentional change, as that makes stealth feel so much better. Even if you cannot utilize it for extra damage in case of doing damage to the shield, me without power armor, I can still attack it a little bit and avoid death for most part, unless I get really badly staggered, go back to hiding. So that was not possible previously. I can wait here for about 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, the line of sight is broken and the Guardian is losing me. You see the danger, and back to caution. So the Guardian is losing me. I can pick again, attack it a little bit before it gets a target lock on me, which is awesome in my opinion, as that allows again for stealth builds to be utilized. I do certainly hope this particular change is intentional. The biggest combat-wise, the gameplay combat-wise, I think this change is the bigger. Nowhere in the patch notes, but there is of course more changes. The change related to the skin, switchback paint for power armor, that's my Vulcan power armor, and look at that, they fixed it. I can install a jetpack with a switchback paint. So the paint works and the jetpack works on Vulcan power armor, the raid power armor, the Vulcan one. So the power armor that previously was not possible to have those jetpacks installed, but it's only for this particular paint specifically. The filler up paint, still jetpack cannot be applied to Vulcan, and the light in this particular paint in third person view is still broken. It's still broken. I don't know if you noticed, but another little change that was not listed, if I inspect item, it was a big black box in here for no good reason. It's gone. They fix it. There's no big black box in the middle when you are inspecting stuff. And then there is a fix related to the fishing. And by fix, I'm not really sure if that's a fix. It's just a common sense prevails. Again, I will show you what I mean. And here you go. Did you notice what have changed? I will show you again. Yes, if you hook a piece of junk like handcuffs, these do not fight. Like, junk no longer fights you like a fish. You just pull it straight. Which is tiny, but really cool change, I think. Another little change, did you notice when you open your perks, there is a little bit different animation, and it says on top how much unused points you have left. In case you left some unallocated ones, you will see it in here. Tend to disappear if there is any pop-up behind the perks. Like if you are here and some friends join or leave your team, then that tends to disappear. But it's here, and that's new. Another fix that may be a really big one for you, depend if you like to use this weapon and how, but Icebreaker seems to be fixed. Enemies are no longer getting super speed after you shoot them with Icebreaker. So now if I shoot this super mutant, no super speed. No super speed for super mutant from Icebreaker. I try out bigger enemies too, It doesn't look like any enemy can get a super speed from being shot with an icebreaker. They just slightly slower as they supposed to be. No super speed, icebreaker, fixed. There is one very big change personally for me, but as we are in topic of weapons, let's address Auto Axe, possible new bug so far reported on PlayStation. It's looked like it can get stuck, and that's a real mystery how to unstuck it and make it attack again. For me, on PC, if I get my Auto Axe stuck, the regular fix still works, so I just press the block button and then it works again. But supposedly on PlayStation, it doesn't work. Like, blocking doesn't fix the bug, which is really bad if that's gonna stay. Let me know if you are on PlayStation and using Auto Axe. One fix that not from this patch, but I just now noticed, the beef at Big AI Stato Parlor is giving dailies again. You still need to spam interact button on him for like 15 seconds to register the daily. But it does work and you can be farming your recipes for alcohols. And now the biggest change for me, I can now craft, you maybe already know what that is, but if I go under outfits, scroll down, Veil of Secrets is once more craftable for me. They remove from the requirement to use the worn veil or previous item you had. You just cost cloth. So I can craft it and I regain access to Mistress of Mystery base. So I can get there again. I was locked out for several years now because I got rid of my Veil of Secrets, and then there was an update that made it untradeable, which basically locked me out. I was unable to acquire a new one. Now I can craft it. It's the same with all superhero items. So as you can see, if I want to craft Voice of Set, I can. I can craft no longer one of the ingredients is Voice of Set. It used to be like you needed Voice of Set to craft Voice of Set, which was basically impossible if you ever get rid of it to craft it again. Now you can craft it. The same about Eye of Ra and so on. You can craft everything as long as you finished the quest line, which is great change for me. I was locked out and I like the superhero stuff. All the gear that comes with it, even though it's not particularly powerful gear. I know it's not particularly powerful, but still, it's a cool thing for role-playing aspect if you want from time to time, or for a challenge that I was locked out from. I'm back on. I can be a superhero again. And those are all the changes as well. Thank you a lot to everyone who dropped a comment with your findings about the latest patch, and everyone who helped during the live stream. Oh, and about Nuka World on tour, I have a weird lightning bug happening quite a bit now. I can show you in this moment on the screen. So quite a bit, some of the lightning is not right, but that's just a bug. We are talking about fixes today mostly. So that being said, thank you a lot for everyone who commented, who helped during the live stream in the live chat. I appreciate all your input. Thank you a lot as well for watching, and see you all in the next one.